We're going back to the DAX this morning. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you who have not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the coffee obsessed scruffy trader. And it must be true, because it says so, right there. So what am I doing? Well, it's an unearthly hour. It's just turned 6:30 in the morning. And I'm continuing this early morning DAX trade. Now, I've worked on this for a long time. And if you followed the series of videos that I've done on it time and time again, I've been determined to crack it. Now, I can trade this the way that I trade quite easily. But what I've been trying to do is create something that can easily be replicated without, I was going to say without too much thought. That's maybe the wrong thing to say, because you still need a decent amount of nouns. But what I've tried to do is boil it down to its bare bones to catch the initial volatility on a morning when it's a little bit easier to get a quick trade. And then the idea is you can use that one setup to trade once a day, because I understand a lot of us have day jobs and it's very difficult. Now, on a night time, liquidity dries up, so you've got to look at a kind of a longer term trade, and what I mean by that is a number of hours, maybe it's right through the night, and you're using a higher time frame, which is normally sort of a 4-hour or a daily chart. Now, from all the messages that I get, you kind of want a bit of action, a bit of quick feedback, if you like, of your trade. Now, the DAX is a fast market, and early morning, sort of 6 through 8, if you like, while most of us are getting up and, well, having a coffee. I certainly do, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And while the markets are starting to wake up, maybe it's just catch your 10-15 pips on a morning before you go to work. And believe it or not, guys, that's all you need. You know, and what I might do is in sort of January is build this up using a compounding plan, and then you can see it. And I've done that a few times before. Now, the last time I built an account like this up, I kind of had to use my own chart reading skills in order to succeed. Because one thing I might be, I know most people look at me and think I'm mega rich because I trade every day. Trust me, I'm not. I make a decent wage, so every pound counts. I don't want to throw my money away. And when I was doing the mechanical system that was sold, if you like, not sold by me, that is, it's just one that's been banded around for a while, I just didn't make any money, and I found it frustrating, because I don't like to lose. That's kind of one of my personality traits. I wanted to create it and see if I could crack it, because I mean, I have my own systems that work. I prove it on a daily basis. But it takes a long time and a lot of knowledge to kind of trade the way that I do. And why is that? Because I trade for a living, and X does not mark the spot. There's a lot of knowledge, and there's a lot of experience goes into what I do. You know, so it kind of grieves me when I see some of these videos saying that oh, just pay me £1,000 and I'll tell you the magic system. There ain't one, guys. There really isn't one. It's like any other job. It has certain skill sets that you need, and there are certain little tricks that you only learn through experience. But part of those tricks is knowing when to trade. And early morning is actually quite a good time, and it's a good time for the DAX. So I'll stop waffling on and we'll fire up a chart. It's not quite ready to rock and roll, but it's not a million miles off either. So what we'll do is we shall fire it up and we'll have a little look at this. Okay, so here we go. This is clean DAX chart. Now I've been starting these clean just to give you an idea of the sort of thing that you need to be looking at. We're looking at this chart straight away. You can see some structure points, and they're very easy. You can see one here, this bit. So let us drop a line in there. So just straight through there. Just turn that black and get thick. Okay. So we can see straight away it's on a structure point. All right. First thing you ever do when you look at a chart, where is the key level it's next to? Well, why here? Well, you can see an ignition point here. In other words, it came up, it bounced, couldn't make the low or the return of this leg, shot away, choppity choppity chop, and it came back to the same place. So straight away I know that's a decent level. Common sense. Now there are two above it. There is a one here, but there is a stronger one there, and you can see all of that chop. It's tried, it's tried, it's tried, it's tried, it's tried, and then it's finally give away. So when that moves up, it has a chance to stall at this point. So again, there's another one around this area. So you've got a trading arena straight away. Now the next part of this is, well, what direction do I go in? Because this could be anything. You can see it's moving up heavily and then it's pulled back and it's stalling. So is that move continuing? Or is this pushing down, a little bit of chop and then down again? Upside down flag. Well, looking at it, I'd have a tendency to say it's going up. Now when I look at this side, so that I can see exactly what's going on, I would still say it's going up. Alright, why? Because the indicator that I use to give me an idea of what's going on is telling me it's going up, but more importantly the price is telling me it's going up. And how do I know that? Well, at this moment in time you trade what you see. That is sort of range bound. Alright, it's not really continuing any move. If I'm just looking at this section, which I will be when I go down onto a lower time frame. So that's range bound and it's at the bottom of a range and it's holding above a decent level. There's also another couple of factors. There is a lot of green here. Yes, the red are bigger bodied, but the greens are there mostly over the red. And then there's this little tail here. All right, that's telling me the pressure's up. It came in again here, but now we have a stronger body than the red. So it's telling me this level is holding. Okay, so these are the things that I look at. So what I need to do now is drop this down into a 5-minute chart. Just down here. And you can see it's kind of a loose range. And it is pushing up. And the arena that we drew in is now quite big. We've got quite a ways to go up to there. So if I'm only looking for 10 to 15 pips. So if I just draw you that on just so you can see, it's that. So I've got all of this room up here to find just that little box. Loads of room. So that's what we're going to do. So what I'll do is I will just let the camera run. It's currently 20 to 7 in the morning. Now the spreads are a little bit wider before 7 o'clock. So you've got to be a little bit careful with your entry. Just simply, if you are going to place it prior to 7, make certain you are, well, make certain you got your direction right, because you're going to be 4 pips behind if it triggers. Yes, the spreads will tighten up and that'll make life easier for you. But just be aware of the spread as you're moving into taking your trade. So let's have a look, see where we're up to. Saying that, could be a little while. Maybe he's even after 7 o'clock before this starts, because it's not quite ready as yet. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll leave the camera. As soon as I see the candle formation that I'm after, I'll put the trade in, but I'll just leave the camera running, and then I'll come back to you at the end. Okay. So there you go, boys and girls, all done. It's now 20 to 10. and the job's done. It's gone to the target that I set. In the meantime of working from kind of this area here that I identified as a decent level up to around here, where you can see it's starting to fail a little bit. It may push up, it may well do, because there's loads of room for that to go all the way up to there. But I'm not greedy, because what's the point of holding on to a trade on a prey? I'd rather set a target. Once I've achieved the target, I'm happy. But while I'm working up to that target, I'm also working the chart. And that's why you see orders coming in and out as these waves are coming, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the chart to get into motion. And what you do is you go, oh, I've got some money, I've got some money, I've got some money. Oh, I've got no money, I've got no money. Shit. Ooh. Oh, I've got loads of money, I've got some money. Oh, no, I've got no. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm losing money. Oh, thank God for that. Well, instead of going through that cycle of pain, why not profit from it? And that's what I do. So you'll see me put an order in, gets so far, I see it turning red or stalling a little bit, take it out, and then put the orders back in, one where it came from and one slightly above it. So if I'm wrong and it still keeps on going, it only costs me the spread, which on this is minimal. And the whole principle is the same over and over. And then once it starts moving, you leave it alone, you know. So what's it done? 140 quid off tiny positions, you know. They're just £1, you know. Get it in, get it out, get it in, get it out, and it's still 140 quid, you know. This is how trading's done. It's working the chart. All right. Nice, simple, clean way to trade. Certainly a way I like to trade. It's I might touch on this at the weekend or something. Coffee with Scruff, about the realities of trading. See, everyone seems to think it's like an ATM machine. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out, and it's exciting all day. No. Pick one setup, work it well, and stop. Then you'll be profitable. If you think you're going to sit there for 8 hours and just constantly milk the market for money, it's not going to happen. I'm telling you. Just give it up. Go work in McDonald's. You'll earn more. Why? You can't concentrate that long. And the market is bigger and better than you. And eventually it'll take the money back, because you'll make the mistake of thinking you're invincible. And once that ego steps in, you're not going to win. Not at all. You know, the odds are so far against you. You want to be getting in, getting out, and quitting. And it goes back to a mantra I said many moons ago when I started this channel. Score, score, stop. Now I'm done for the day. I won't be doing anything more today. Don't need to. So I'm going to spend the time with Winky. We're going to go out, you know, have a spot of lunch somewhere and just enjoy our life. And this is one of the beauties of doing this for a job. And now that we've sold up our other business, this is our sole income. This is all we get paid from. So it's this and YouTube. That's it. And I guess what I'm driving at is, because it's a job, you need to treat it as such, and it'll pay you as such. So the byword there is pay. This is not a game. At the end of the week, I still need to be paid. And that's why you stop. Get your money. Don't need to do anything more for the rest of the day. You know, I finished, we currently on 30th of December. Now I finished my year's wages by the 1st of December, so I could effectively have had this month off. And I have, to a degree. I haven't done a great deal. So all these little trades that you see me do is just a bonus. And it helps pay for, well, just little luxuries and things like that. It's like next week we going away for a few days. It should have been over into New York, however, because of the way restrictions are, I don't think we'll be flying anytime soon, and we're just so desperate for a holiday. We've just booked a lodge, and we're going to wander off and have a few days doing that. And that's the beauty of this job. We can go and do as we please. So there we are, trading round a day job. I could have set this up before 8 o'clock and left it, but because I'm here I did a little bit of tinkering with it, but you get the idea. So as always guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.